This is one of my favorite recipes for good digestion, immunity, and amazingly glowy skin. And I'm gonna show you how I make it. Cheers. Oh, it burns in just the right way, you know? So for today's health shots, I used about 3 carrots, 12 lemons, I quartered them, and then I also cut the carrots into smaller pieces just so that it's easier to go inside the blender, and this amount of ginger. I'm also gonna use a little bit of honey today, cayenne pepper, turmeric, and some Himalayan salt we're gonna put in there as well for some potassium, magnesium. It's also great for hydration. I'm just gonna fit as much as I can into the blender. I probably will have to do about 2 or 3 batches here. I'm making a pretty big batch. And what I like to do is also freeze them. I'll show you how I do that, just so that I don't have to do this weekly. These are only good for like 3 days in the fridge, so freezing them is really essential, especially if you don't want to do them all the time. So I'm just gonna fit about that many lemons, and then we're gonna put some carrots and about a handful of ginger in here. Now that I'm ready to blend, I'm gonna add about 1.5 cups of filtered water, just enough to make sure that I can actually get the blender to do its thing without breaking it. And then we're just gonna blend this until it's smooth. Now taking a very fine strainer, I'm going to pour the mixture slowly in and just let it drain. I'll also use a spoon or something to press against it just so that I get all the juices out as much as possible. Okay, after all that, I've got about 1 liter or 4 cups worth of liquid here, which is amazing. And now we're gonna add everything else. Don't ask me for measurements. Honestly, just don't ever ask an Italian for measurements in general. It's just a process, okay? So I'm adding about this much of honey. And then I'm gonna add some cayenne pepper here, not too much. And I'm gonna take a bit of turmeric powder here. You could use fresh turmeric too, but I just find it stains everything so easily. So I prefer to use the powder just because it's easier and not as messy. I'm going to add some of this pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna put this all back into the blender so that it blends really nicely together. I didn't put these ingredients in before because we would have just strained most of it out. Look at that color. Let's give it a taste test to see if we need to add anything. Oh, that's really good. What I like to do is I like to take these silicone ice cube trays. I just got these on Amazon. And I will fill these up and freeze them so that I can take them out every single morning. You can either just simply defrost these in the morning and have it like a shot. That's how my husband Joe likes to have them. Or I like to have them in hot water, just like a tea. And it's an